Hello friends, my name is Gajanan Kale and I am from Maharashtra, India. Well, as you all know, I am striving to learn English, and in this video I am going to tell you about simple present tense, and we will see how we can talk in simple present tense. Before talking about present simple tense, you should know about these things. If you already know the structure of simple present tense, then it is good. Otherwise, if you do not know, so do not worry, I will tell you the structure. The structure is very simple as compared to other tense structures. We just need one thing in mind, that is we just have to use subject plus first form of verb and the remaining object. This is a very simple sentence and this is a very simple structure we see. But when you see this structure, so here is one thing that you need to keep in your mind, and whenever you use it, so just give little focus about this, because most of the time people do mistake by these things, and because of this mistake you get confused. So what is that confusion and what is that mistake that people does? So in we all know, when we learn pronoun, so in pronoun we must use them as a subject, and we as you know, we only use subject as a noun and pronoun. So noun and pronoun works as a subject in a sentence or object in a sentence. So just suppose if you take pronoun as a subject, so there are many pronouns which works as a subject. So I will tell you some pronouns which work as a subject. So and there are types of pronouns, or their subjective form, objective form. So I just want to tell you the subjective form about in this video. So when we take subjective form, that means we are talking about pronouns, and that is I, and plural form of I is we. So first, whenever we start learning, we all know these things, what is singular form and what is plural form, because most of the time when we learn it, so at that time we get confused what is singular and what is plural. So I just want to tell you a simple thing which I hope you will keep it in mind forever. So what is that thing? The thing is very simple. See, singular means what? Single or one. Whenever we talk about any single thing, any one thing, any particular thing, that time we just use second form, that is first. First means what? Whatever that is, we just need to use verb as means I will tell you the story, but singular means single person, single thing, and the plural means more than one. That could be 2, 3 and many more, or infinite number. So we do not know, but singular means single thing and plural means more than one thing. That includes two number also. So if you know this little difference, then good. So let's get further about the thing we are talking about, simple present tense. So if you know this, then you need to learn pronoun form, that is subjective. If I talk about singular first, plural, and singular of subjective form, so I is a singular form of pronoun, and we is a plural form of pronoun. So whenever I talk about myself, that time I should use I and first form of verb. When we talk about plural form, that time we have to use first form of verb. So here is one thing you should always keep in your mind, that is, whenever we talk about I and we and you means what? The second person, and the plural form of you is you. So whenever means if the singular form of you is you and the plural form of you is also you, and if there are many peoples and if they are long distance away, so we use they. So this is a very simple thing. There is also plural form because we are talking about particular type of people, group or whatever. So whenever we refer that time we use some demonstrations, that are, that, these, those, these. So these are the demonstrative pronouns, but these are also helpful in English because by using this demonstrative verb pronoun we make some sentences and it helps to um, give some sentences or make some new sentences. I will talk about demonstration in next video, but right now I just want to talk about simple present tense. So you know the structure, subject plus first form of verb, and here is one thing that I wanted to share is this. See, whenever we talk about third person, it is a very important thing to remember. Whenever we talk about third person, that time he, she and it. What is third person? If you do not know, so let me clear it for you. Third person means what? Just suppose here I am is the first person. If you are listening this video, so you are a second person, and except of both of us, I and you, all other people are third person. Whenever we talk about them, just suppose right now if we talk about prime minister or CM or any other state, any other person, that time any book, particular book, any pen, any pencil, anything that we are talking about, that is a singular, and that is a third person. So here is one thing you just remember, whenever we talk about singular person, third person, that time we have to use first form of verb, but at the same time we have to use e or es to the subject, to the verb, because it is an important thing. This is a rule of English grammar, and most people get confused. They do not use e or es to the verb, and that is why the sentence become wrong and they speak wrong sentences. So I just tell, if you are learning, so it is a very good thing, because but you should know, and if you know this, so why don't we, if if we know this, so we will not do deliberate mistake. And because it happens with it happened with also me, because sometime before few days ago I made such kind of mistakes, because I knew this structure, but I do not have that practice, so that is why I made some mistakes. But if you know how to use third person, and whenever we use, so we just have to, there are many things that we need to add, but mostly we use e or es to the verb. So let me give you some examples of simple present tense. I wake up, I run, I read, I eat food, I go in the market, I purchase some vegetables in the market, I drive car. So these are the some examples, and I just want to tell you how we can make some examples by using the third person as a subject. Just suppose we will take pronoun she as a subject. So whenever we are I just said before, whenever we talk about third person singular, that time we just add to use verb yes or yes. So here is some examples that I want to tell you. She wakes up in the morning. She cooks food in the kitchen. She goes in the market. She purchases some vegetables. She eats her breakfast. She runs in the morning. She goes in the office. She drives a car. She learns swimming. She speaks English. Or we can say, just change the subject. He reads book. He draws painting. He uh, he listens music. He speaks Spanish. He learns English. So here are some examples that I told you how we can use these examples. We just need to use after verb, that is third form e or es. It is very important thing to keep in mind. Just whenever the thing I want to tell in this video is this: whenever you talk about any third person, that time please use e or es after the verb, because it is very important. And there are thews. Sometimes we just need ef thews. Means there are many structures. If you talk means some things, whenever there are types of singular and plural forms. But right now just keep one thing in mind: whenever you talk about third person, so please use es or s after the verb. It is important to keep in mind. So I hope I have explained you about simple present tense and the confusion part and important thing about third person singular, and how we use the verb, in which form. We just need to use verb in first form, that is base form of verb. So I hope you have liked this video. So thank you for watching this video. I will see you in next videos. Till then, bye, take care.